You are lying in the dark, and there it is again. That scene from 5 years ago. That conversation where you stayed silent when you should have spoken, or spoke when you should have stayed silent. It plays on the ceiling like a movie projector that won't turn off. You try to sleep, but your body reacts as if the event is happening right now. Your heart rate spikes, your stomach tightens. You feel the shame burning in your chest. Why? Why does the human brain, the most complex biological machine in the universe, spend 70% of its energy reconstructing a reality that no longer exists? Most people will tell you it's unresolved trauma. They are wrong. The truth is darker. Your brain is not trapped in the past because it is broken. It is trapped in the past because it is addicted. The survival machine. We have to begin with a brutal reality check. Your brain does not care about your happiness. It cares about survival. To a survival machine, the most dangerous thing in the world is the unknown. The unknown is where the predators live. Here is the paradox. The past, no matter how painful, is certain. You survived it. You are here. Therefore, to your primitive brain, the past is safe. So when you think about a future where you are confident and taking risks, your brain panics. It sees the void. To save you from the uncertainty of the future, it retreats into the certainty of the past. It replays the old trauma to anchor you. It is saying, stay here. We know the layout of this prison. We know how to survive the misery here. Do not go outside. You are choosing a familiar hell over an unfamiliar freedom. The chemical hook. This goes deeper than psychology. This is biology. You are not just addicted to the thoughts of the past, you are addicted to the feeling of the past. Every thought produces a chemical reaction. If you have spent the last 10 years feeling rejected, anxious, or angry, your body has become chemically conditioned to that state. That is your baseline. That is your normal. Here is the trap. The body becomes an addict. If you suddenly have a good day, a day where you feel peaceful, your body notices the drop in stress hormones. It goes into withdrawal. It sends a signal to the brain. Something is wrong. We are too calm. Fix it. So your brain scans your memory bank for a painful image to bring you back down. It reminds you of your biggest failure. Boom. The chemicals flood back in, and your body breathes a sigh of relief. You are returning to misery because misery feels like home. You are fighting a biochemical addiction with a conscious thought. That is like trying to stop a heroin addiction by just deciding not to want it. Gangrene of the soul. To escape, you must understand a principle of biology called necrosis. When tissue dies, the body isolates it. If it doesn't, it becomes gangrene and kills the host. You are walking around with gangrene of the soul. You are trying to heal a version of yourself that is already dead. That person who made that mistake in 2018, they are not you. They share your name, but they are a different entity. They did the best they could with the corrupted software they had, and they died. The first step of the cure is amputation. You have to look at that past version of yourself and declare them dead. Stop trying to breathe life into a corpse. Grieve them, pity them, and bury them. You cannot be reborn if you refuse to die. Amor fati, the alchemist. Friedrich Nietzsche gave us the ultimate weapon against regret. Amor fati, love of fate. This means you don't just accept your past, you will it. You want it to have happened exactly as it did. Why? Because everything is connected. Your character, your resilience, your ability to see through lies, all of it was forged in the fires of your past. If you erase the pain, you would erase yourself. You would be weaker. You would be naive. The outlier mindset is to look at the wreckage of your life and say, good, I needed that. I needed to be broken so I could rebuild myself stronger. This is alchemy. You transmute the lead weight of regret into the gold of character. Your past is not a mistake. It is your training arc. The escape. When the thoughts come at 3 a.m., You must use a pattern interrupt. A neural pathway is like a hiking trail. The more you use it, the easier it gets. You have to force your brain off the highway of self-pity and into the jungle of action. When the memory hits, you have 5 seconds. Move. Stand up. Splash cold water on your face. Do not try to think your way out of a feeling. You have to move your way out. The secret they don't tell you about letting go is that it creates a vacuum. If you don't fill that vacuum with a compelling future, the past rushes back in. You need a goal so demanding that your brain has no RAM left to process 2015. You don't let go of the past, you outgrow it. You build a life so large that the past becomes a small room in a giant mansion that you no longer visit. The architect. Ask yourself this question tonight. Am I keeping this pain because it is real? Or am I keeping it because I don't know who I am without it? The answer might scare you, but fear is the only compass that points north. Most people will stay in the past, pacing the floor of their cell. You have the option to leave them there. If you are ready to stop being a civilian and start thinking like an architect, click join. This is the Quiet Folds. We discuss the uncensored blueprints there. Become an architect.